Hello, YouTube fam. Get ready for an amazing video experience. Welcome aboard as we set sail on a journey through Bryan Reynolds' scholar. Bryan Reynolds, born 1965, Claire Trevor Professor, Distinguished Professor, and Chancellor's Professor at the University of California-Irvine, is an American critical theorist, performance theorist, and Shakespeare scholar who developed the combined sociopolitical theory, performance aesthetics, and research methodology known as transversal poetics. He is also a playwright, director, performer, and co-founder of the Transversal Theater Company, an Amsterdam-based collective of American and European artists, which has produced a number of his works. Reynolds received his bachelor's degree in English literature at the University of California, Berkeley, and his master's and doctoral degrees in English and American literature and language at Harvard University. He has been a professor of drama at the University of California-Irvine since 1998. He has held visiting professorships at the University of London Drama, the University of Amsterdam-Theater Studies, Utrecht University-Theater Studies, University of Cologne-American Studies, Johann Wolfgang Goethe University Frankfurt am Main American Studies, University College Utrecht-Arts and Humanities, the University of California, San Diego Theater, Literature, Cognitive Science, the American University of Beirut-English, University of Tsukuba-Humanities and Social Sciences, University of Nairobi-Department of Literature, Alpen-Adria-Universität, Klagenfurt-Communications, University of Lorraine-Arts, Sciences, and Business Management, INSEEC Business School's Institut de Hautes Études Économiques et Commerciales Marketing, Paris, Bordeaux, Lyon, École Supérieure des Sciences Commerciales d'Angers, and he has taught at Deleuze Camp at Schloss Wahn, University of Cologne, Germany, and the Grotowski Institute in Wrocław, Poland, among other academic and performing arts institutions. Reynolds is also a regular contributor to Freeskier Magazine, where he publishes articles from his ongoing research on extreme sports. Welcome to the next segment, where we explore early life and its significance in our journey. Born in New York City to Donna Reynolds, a VP of Marketing at General Foods, and Donald Reynolds, a VC, Reynolds' family moved from the Upper East Side to the Westchester County suburb of Scarsdale when he was a toddler. He attended Heathcote Elementary School, where he played soccer for the famed Heathcote Hornets through 8th grade, which was coached by New York Cosmos first general manager Clive Toye. He was also an avid skateboarder, boxer, and skier, which informs his research on action sports. Not an enthusiastic student, Reynolds was encouraged to leave Scarsdale High School for the more disciplinary Archbishop Stepanek High School in White Plains. Reynolds returned to Scarsdale for his junior and senior years, where he joined a special program called CORE for students who had difficulties making it to class. Reynolds graduated in 1983 with a D average. His pursuit of a career racing motorcycle motocross brought him out to San Diego in 1985, where he attended Grossmont Community College. From there, he attended the University of California, Berkeley for his BA, and then Harvard University for his MA and PhD. In the upcoming portion, we'll be dissecting critical works to gain a comprehensive understanding of its implications. The Devil's House, or worse, Transversal Power and Antithetical Discourse in Early Modern England 1997. The Devil's House, or worse, is the first published text for Reynolds' transversal theory. In this article, transversal theory is delineated through an analysis of early modern English theatre, both on the public stage and as in social performances in society at large. The article argues for the power of theatre to simultaneously alter subjectivity and social identity as well as the political, economic, and social conditions under which they operate. Using spatial and temporal models for both abstract and material relations within and between individuals and groups, as well as in relation to things, transversal theory explains changes in human cognition, perspective, and experience, particularly those that move subjectivity away from habit, singularity, and stasis becoming criminal, transversal performance and cultural dissidence in early modern England 2002. Becoming Criminal shows how the dissident activities and idiosyncratic languages of gypsies, rogues, vagabonds, and cutpurses interacted with normative society and culture. Reynolds argues that the real and imaginary criminal culture on the streets and in popular minds has been overlooked or misunderstood by scholars. He traces the effect of criminal culture to its emergence in the 16th century, when this community related daily with dominant aspects of English ideology and culture and modeled its own cultural characteristics in response to the conventions of the time. According to Reynolds, their behavior and thought is most evident in the period's commercial literature, such as in pamphlet literature and the works of Shakespeare, Ben Jonson, Fletcher, and Brougham, and in its material and symbolic relationships to the public theatre performing transversally, reimagining Shakespeare and the Critical Future 2003. Reynolds' Transversal Poetics project, expanded from his early works, is used in performing transversally to discuss historical and contemporary examples. He discusses the applicability of the critical concept, ranging from the sociology of Irving Goffman to the feminism and psychoanalytics of Julia Kristeva to the dramatic and theatrical criticism of Antonin Artaud and Herbert Blau. Performing transversally navigates the ever-increasing cultural cartography of Shakespeare, a term invented by Reynolds and Donald Hedrick in Shakespeare Without Class, Misappropriations of Cultural Capital, to designate past, present, and future Shakespeare-influenced spaces of text, performance, and culture. Throughout the book, Reynolds emphasizes the importance of accountability, whether in the classroom, in academic research, on the stage or screen, or in everyday lives. Transversal enterprises in the drama of Shakespeare and his contemporaries, Fugitive Explorations 2006. In Transversal Enterprises, with a number of collaborators, Reynolds analyzes plays by early modern English dramatists in the context of shifts in English history. He relates transversal poetics to other academic disciplines, including science and theology, to explore a transformation in views on space and place in relation to subjectivity and consciousness. Witches, werewolves, occultists, academicians, transvestites, baboons, Moors, and gypsies, among other creatures, all reflect, for Reynolds, a metamorphic and intersubjective phenomenology for which art or artifice is requisite. Transversal subjects, from Montaigne to Deleuze after Derrida 2009. Transversal subjects traces the genealogy of transversal poetics from discourses on human rights, compassion, and psychopathology in the work of Montaigne and Rousseau through Husserl, Arendt, Baudrillard, Agamben, Habermas, Rancière, and others. In so doing, Reynolds makes the case that subjectivity is an emergent, shifting, and mobile phenomenon that is transversal to the subject. This allows access to affectors and enablers of transversal processes that work to empower individuals and groups in their comprehension and experience of themselves, others, and the world. Intermedial theatre, performance philosophy, transversal poetics, and the future of affect 2017. In this book, Reynolds and his collaborators explore relationships between intermedial theatre, consciousness, memory, objects, subjectivity, and affect through productive engagement with the performance aesthetics, socio-cognitive theory, and critical methodology of transversal poetics alongside other leading philosophical approaches to performance. Intermedial theatre offers the first sustained analysis of the work of Gilles Deleuze, Félix Guattari, Jean Baudrillard, and Friedrich Nietzsche in relation to the contemporary European theatre of Jan Lawes and Nekompany, Romeo Costellucci and Sikitas Raffaello Sanzio, Thomas Ostermeyer, Rodrigo Garca and Locarnicera Tetro, and the Transversal Theater Company. It connects contemporary uses of objects, simulacra, and technologies in both posthumanist discourse and postdramatic theatre to the transhistorically and culturally mediating power of Shakespeare as a means by which to discuss the effective impact of intermedial theatre on today's audiences. Success and Joy, Philosophical Transversations 2022. In Excess and Joy, Reynolds and Los Angeles playwright, director, and artistic director of Padua Playwrights Guy Zimmerman teamed up to explore questions paramount to the fields of performance studies, philosophy, and cultural studies, as well as to life in general. In attempting to answer crucial questions such as how do we know who we are, is there a you there, do we have free will, why do we like some things more than others, and where does value come from, Reynolds and Zimmerman explain theories fundamental to the philosophers Jacques Derrida, George Bataille, and Gilles Deleuze, as they also explained the combined socio-cognitive theory, performance aesthetics, and research methodology of transversal poetics. Transversality of Gregory de la Hobbe, The Future of Art and Myth Are Upon Us 2022. In the Transversality of Gregory de la Hobbe, The Future of Art and Myth Are Upon Us, Reynolds situates the oeuvre of iconic New York multimedia artist Gregory de la Hobbe within and beyond the dynamic history of structural anthropology, myth theory, and post-structuralist philosophy. Reynolds demonstrates the radical thought of Gilles Deleuze and Félix Guattari, how de la Hobbe performs Claude Lévi-Strauss' theory of the bricoler, an ingenious craftsman who fabricates wonders from everyday materials, to the tune of Jacques Derrida's philosophy of deconstruction, which highlights the arbitrary yet nevertheless emergent quality of wonder to create a myth-making body of work that offers a profoundly ironic critique of the state of humanity, even while it reminds us of the liberatory, generative, and metamorphic powers of artistic expression. As we transition to the next segment, let's unravel the mysteries surrounding honors and gain a fresh perspective. 2023 awarded title, Distinguished Professor by the University of California. 2020 Tor Vergata Award, Railroad Director Playwright, 28th Annual Festival Internazionale del Teatro Patologico, Rome, Italy. 2016 awarded Endowed Chair, Claire Trevor Professor, University of California-Irvine. 2014 Research Award, International Centre for Muslim and Non-Muslim Understanding, University of South Australia. 2014 Invitation Fellowship Award, Japan Society for the Promotion of Science. 2014 Distinguished Visiting Scholar, American University of Beirut, Lebanon. 2012 awarded title of Chancellor's Professor by the University of California. 2008 Silver Award, Experimental Website, 5th Annual Creative Awards Creative Director, Bryan Reynolds, Designer Illustrator and Amateur Programmer, Alex Saki. 2006 honored as a Distinguished Alumnus of Scarsdale High School, New York. 2005 awarded title of Chancellor's Fellow by the University of California. 2004 honored by the University of Alabama's Hudson Strode Program in Renaissance Studies, directed by Gary Taylor, as one of the 6 most brilliant Renaissance scholars in the world under 40, for work on transversal poetics. 2001-2002 Distinguished Early Career Faculty Award for Teaching, University of California, Irvine. Brace yourself for an in-depth analysis as we navigate through books written and its far-reaching implications. Excess and Joy, Philosophical Transversations, with Guy Zimmerman, San Francisco, ECP Press, 2022. The Transversality of Gregory de la Hobbe, The Future of Art and Myth Are Upon Us, San Francisco, ECP Press, 2022. Intermedial Theatre, Performance Philosophy, Transversal Poetics, and the Future of Effect, London, Palgrave Macmillan, 2017. Transversal Subjects, From Montaigne to Deleuze After Derrida, London, Palgrave Macmillan, 2009. Transversal Enterprises in the Drama of Shakespeare and His Contemporaries, Fugitive Explorations, London, Palgrave Macmillan, 2006. Performing Transversally, Reimagining Shakespeare and the Critical Future, New York, Palgrave Macmillan, 2003. Becoming Criminal, Transversal Performance and Cultural Dissidence in Early Modern England, Baltimore, Johns Hopkins University Press, 2002. In the following section, we'll be immersing ourselves in the captivating world of books edited. Performance Studies, Keywords, Concepts and Theories, Editor Houndmals, Arsingstoke, UK, Palgrave Macmillan, 2014. The Return of Theory in Early Modern English Studies, Volume 2, co-editor with Paul Cefalo and Gary Cucker-Hamels, Basingstoke, UK, Palgrave Macmillan, 2014. The Return of Theory in Early Modern English Studies, Tarrying with the Subjunctive, co-editor with Paul Cefalo-Hamels, Basingstoke, UK, Palgrave Macmillan, 2011. Critical Responses to Kiran Desai, co-editor with Senator Sinha, New Delhi, India, Atlantic Publishers, 2009. Rematerializing Shakespeare, Authority and Representation on the Early Modern English Stage, co-editor with William West, London, Palgrave Macmillan, 2005. Shakespeare Without Class, Misappropriations of Cultural Capital, co-editor with Donald Hedrick, New York, Palgrave Macmillan, 2000. Brace yourselves for the next chapter, where we'll be dissecting plays. Unbuckled Play, written by Bryan Reynolds, The Anthology of Contemporary Plays 2004, Sibiu, Romania, annual publication of the Sibiu International Theatre Festival, 2004. Productions, directors Bryan Reynolds and Jeff Vowell, The Flight Theatre, Hollywood, California, July 2004. Andrei Musanu Theatre, Sfântu-Gheorghe, Romania, June 2004. Ariel Theatre, Târgu, Romania, June 2004. The National Theatre, Cluj, Romania, June 2004. Sibiu International Theatre Festival, Romania, May-June Tsukuba-Humanities Festival Woof, Daddy Play, written by Bryan Reynolds. Productions, director Amanda McCraven, Linhart Theatre, New York City, August 2007. Director Amanda McCraven, Exit Theatre, San Francisco, September 2006. Director Eli Simon, Rampa Teacher Targu, Warsaw, Poland, April 2005. Teach Polski Melania, Poznan, Poland, April 2005. Teach Kana, Szczecin, Poland, April 2005. Director Bryan Reynolds, Melkweg Theatre, Amsterdam, the Netherlands, September 2008. Railroad Play, written by Bryan Reynolds, In Plays International, London, The Performing Arts Trust, October 2006. Productions, director Robert Cohen, Sibiu International Theatre Festival, Romania, May-June 2006. The National Theatre, Cluj, Romania, May 2006. Director Bryan Reynolds, Regentieten Blekinge Kroneberg, Vaux, Sweden, October 2013. Director Bryan Reynolds, ED Theatre, University of Nairobi, Kenya, September 2016. Director Bryan Reynolds, Citatel Dedinant, European Heritage Puzzle, Belgium, November 2019. Director Bryan Reynolds, 28th Annual Festival Internazionale del Teatro Patologico, Rome, Italy, May 2020. Winner Tor Vergata Award. Blue Shade Play, written by Bryan Reynolds, In Plays International, London, The Performing Arts Trust, October 2008. And in English and Romanian, Tu, Bades-Bollier University of Tu Press, 2007. Productions, director Robert Cohen, Teacher Lalek, Ruchor, Poland, June 2007. Teacher Modjeska, Legnica, Poland, June 2007. Teach 77, Poland, May 2007. Dovodlo DISK, Academy of Performing Arts DAMU, Prague, Czech Republic, May 2007. Teach Olmec, 17th Annual National Theatre Festival, Bucharest, Romania, November 2007. Director Rozvan Murian, The National Theatre, Cluj, Romania, April 2008. In Rep, Teatral Tina Tuli, 23rd Annual Festival of Theatre, Piatra Neam, Romania, October 2008. Tsukuba-Humanities Portetraltinatur Program Festokmal, Romanian National Theatre, 18th Annual National Theatre Festival, Bucharest, Romania, November 2008. Tsukuba-Humanities Imaginal 32. Director Bryan Reynolds, Rosentheater, Amsterdam Fringe Festival, Netherlands, September 2009. Tsukuba-Humanities Amsterdam Fringe Festival and Le Fringe and Program Fringe Blue Shade Transversal Theater Company ISKS, Utrecht University-Theater, Netherlands, September 2009, Severensberg Theater, Cologne, Germany, May 2010. Lumping in Fargo Musical, book and lyrics by Bryan Reynolds, music by Michael Hooker. Productions, director Christopher Marshall, Los Angeles New American Music Theater Festival, June 2008 to Tsukuba Wörterpole Festival Edindixów, Teacher Rozrywki, Chazał, Poland, July 2008, and 12th International Shakespeare Festival, Gdańsk, Poland, August at Poetics Badapindidzów. Director Jim Carmody, UC San Diego, Arthur Wagner Theater, November 2012. Eve's Rapture play, written by Bryan Reynolds. Productions, director Robert Cohen, Hayworth Theater, Los Angeles, May-June 2009. The Green Knight play, book and lyrics by Bryan Reynolds, music by Michael Hooker. Productions, director Bryan Reynolds, world premiere, 17th Annual Festival International de Teatru de la Sibiu, Cisdiora Fortress, Romania, June 2010. Macbeth, adapted and directed by Bryan Reynolds, Studio T, University College Utrecht, Netherlands, September 2010. Romeo and Juliet, adapted and directed by Bryan Reynolds, Studio T, University College Utrecht, Netherlands, September 2011. Titus Andronicus, adapted and directed by Bryan Reynolds, Studio T, University College Utrecht, Netherlands, September 2012. Fractalicious. Intermedial performance, written by Bryan Reynolds, directed by Zimmerman, director of film Michael Moshe Dahan, principal actors Bryan Reynolds and Jessica Emanuel, originally Kayla Emerson. Productions, University of Amsterdam-Theater, March 2012, Studio T, Utrecht University, September 2012, University of Amsterdam-Theater, September 2012, University of California, San Diego, Dance Studio 3 Theater, October 2012, University of California, Davis, Lab Theater, November 2012, University of California-Irvine, Spal Theater, Contemporary Arts Center, April 2013, University of California, San Diego, Calit Theater, April 2013, University of California, Los Angeles, Royce Hall, May 2013, 2014 Interferences Festival, Hungarian State Theatre of Napoca, Romania, December 2014, Zakuk Studio, Beirut, Lebanon, May 2015. Zip. Play, directed by Bryan Reynolds, written by Robert Cohen, University of Amsterdam Theater, Netherlands, August 2014. Nobby Soleh musical, written and directed by Bryan Reynolds, music by Abed Harthout, a collaboration between Transversal Theater and the Jenin Freedom Theater, workshop performance, Cinema Jenin Theater, film presentation, Nobby Soleh, March 2015. My Dinner with You play, directed by Bryan Reynolds, written by Niels Horman, Rudbioscoop Theater, Amsterdam Fringe Festival, Netherlands, September 2017. Noah Roger Dance Theatre play, co-directed and co-written with Jess East. Pisvagus, a collaboration between Transversal Theatre and Dar Arts, Jesuit Theatre, Cairo, Egypt, April 2021. Curie Dance Theatre play, written and directed by Bryan Reynolds, choreographed by Jessica Dunn, University of California-Irvine, Spal Theatre, Contemporary Arts Center, October 2021, Teacher Studio, Palace of Culture, Warsaw, Poland, January 2022. Interviewed the Dead Performance Art Theatre, created and directed by Bryan Reynolds, Apartment Theatre, Commodore Building, Liam Street, Hamra, and at the American University of Beirut, Lebanon, December 2021, Unmilan Theatre, Paris, France, July 2022, Mesrib Theatre, Amsterdam, Netherlands, September 2022, Amsterdam University of the Arts, Academy of Theatre and Dance, Islab, September 2023, Anatomy of a Home Theatre, directed by Bryan Reynolds, written by Rafi Figli, Theatre Bellevue, Amsterdam Fringe Festival, Amsterdam, Netherlands, September 2022, Theatre Podium Mosaic International Storytelling Festival Amsterdam, Netherlands, November 2022. Little Theatre, UC Irvine, January 2023. Thingeludes Theatre, Nijmegen, Netherlands, March 2023. Neufeld Auditorium, LCC International University, Zagreb, Lithuania, March 2023. Tumanian International Storytelling Festival, Factory Building Theatre, Yerevan, Armenia, August 2023. Amsterdam University of the Arts, Academy of Theatre and Dance, Idlib, September 2023. After Images, or Marie Curie Remembers Dance Theatre Play, written and directed by Bryan Reynolds, choreographed by Jessica Dunn, Foutre de Saxe du Centre Culturel de Dinant, Belgium, September 2022. University Theatre, University of Amsterdam, Netherlands, September 2022. The Passage Dance Theatre Play, written and directed by Bryan Reynolds, choreography by Jessica Dunn, University of California-Irvine, Expel Theatre, Contemporary Arts Center, October 2022. Lifelines Dance Theatre Play, written by John Mackenzie, Bryan Reynolds and Xavier Nisku, directed by Bryan Reynolds, Glicker Milstein Theatre, Diana Center, Barnard College, NYC, New York, January 2024. Expel Theatre, Contemporary Arts Center, University of California, Irvine, March 2024. Now let's delve into the intricacies of selected articles and explore its various aspects. The Devil's House, or worse, Transversal Power and Antitheatrical Discourse in Early Modern England, Theatre Journal, May 1997. The Transversality of Michel de Certeau, Foucault's Panoptic Discourse and the Cartographic Impulse, with Joseph Fitzpatrick in Diacritics for 1999. The Making of Authorships, Transversal Navigation in the Wake of Hamlet, Robert Wilson, Wolfgang Wiens, and Shakespeare, with D.J. Hawkins, in Shakespeare After Mass Media, ed. Richard Burt, New York, Palgrave Macmillan, 2002. The Reckoning of Mole-Cuppas, a Transversal Enterprise, with Jana Siegel, Rogues and Early Modern English Culture, ids. Craig Dion and Steve Mentz and Arber, University of Michigan Press, 2004. Transversal Poetics and Fugitive Explorations, Subject Performance, Early Modern English Theatre, and Macbeth, in Early Theatre, 2004. Shakespeare and the Witness Function, Convergences of History, Memory, and Affective Presence, in Multicultural Shakespeare, Translation, Appropriation, Performance Volume 4, ed. Lawrence Gunter, University of Press, 2007. Transversal Acting, with Chris Marshall in Semiotic Review of Books 17.1, 2007. From Homo Academicus to Poter Publicus, Celebrity and Transversal Knowledge in Robert Greene's Friar Bacon and Friar Bungay c. 1589, with Henry Turner, writing Robert Greene, New Essays on England's First Professional Writer, ids. Edward Gist and Kirk Melnick of Hampshire, UK, Ashate Press, 2008. One Theatre of Immediacy, Transversal Poetics, with Mark Levine, Performance Studies, Keywords, Concepts and Theories, Editor Bryan Reynolds, Houndmalls, Basingstoke, UK, Palgrave Macmillan, 2014, about Mohammed Bouazizi and performance activism during the 2011 revolutions in Tunisia and Egypt. No Brain, No Gain, The Mind-Body Fusion of the Backcountry Shredder, Freeskier Magazine. Skiing for Life, A Miracle Sport for Generative Happiness, Freeskier Magazine. Positive Visualization, From Believing to Performing, Freeskier Magazine, May 6, 2019.4. Every Skier is an Artist, Creativity, Stoke and Brain Network Dynamics, Freeskier Magazine, January 21, 2020.5. Cosmography via Lifelines, A Traumaturgy of Making Cures, with John Mackenzie, Lini Sack, and Xavier Nisku. Special issue of La Delusiana, Making Cosmos, The Tangle of the Universe, North. 15, 2023.6. Get ready for an exciting part as we dive into reviews of his works. Shakespeare Without Class. Worthen, W.B. Review of Hedrick and Reynolds, Shakespeare Without Class. Recent Studies in Tudor and Stuart Drama, Studies in English Literature. 42.2 2002. Taylor, Mark. Review of Hedrick and Reynolds, Shakespeare Without Class. Renaissance Quarterly, Autumn 2003. Becoming Criminal. Beyer, A.L. Review of Reynolds, Becoming Criminal. Modern Philology. May 2005. CHOICE, Current Reviews for Academic Libraries. Review of Reynolds, Becoming Criminal. August 2006 by 12. Cohen, Stephen. Review of Reynolds, Becoming Criminal. The 16th Century Journal. Summer 2004. Cunningham, Karen. Review of Reynolds, Becoming Criminal. Theatre Survey, May 2004. Hodgen, Barbara. Review of Reynolds, Becoming Criminal. Studies in English Literature. Spring 2003. Steve Mentz, Review of Reynolds, Becoming Criminal. CLIO, A Journal of Literature, History, and the Philosophy of History. Fall 2003. Review of Reynolds, Becoming Criminal. The Shakespeare Newsletter, Spring 2003. Morey, Melissa. Review of Reynolds, Becoming Criminal. Journal of British Studies. January 2005 Vipe. Nesbitt, Rebecca. Review of Reynolds, Becoming Criminal. EMLS 2004. Pollard, Tonya. Review of Reynolds, Becoming Criminal. Renaissance Quarterly. Summer 2004. Review of Reynolds, Becoming Criminal. Reference and Research Book News. February 2004 Vipe. Performing Transversally. Berek, Peter. Review of Reynolds, Performing Transversally. Renaissance Quarterly. 2004. Cartelli, Thomas. Review of Reynolds, Performing Transversally. Theatre Journal. May 2005 Vipe. Rematerializing Shakespeare. Bora, Bruce. Review of Reynolds and William West ed. Rematerializing Shakespeare in Recent Studies in Tudor and Stuart Drama, SEL, Studies in English Literature 2007 491 550. Transversal Enterprises. Cohen, Adam Max. Review of Reynolds, Transversal Enterprises. Early Theatre, Vol. 11, 1 2008. Engel, William East. Review of Reynolds, Transversal Enterprises. A Rich Harvest, Recent Books on Shakespeare. Swaney Review, Volume 117, Number 4, Fall 2009. Shefolu, Paul. Review of Reynolds, Transversal Enterprises. Shakespeare Quarterly. 58.2 2007. Hanson, Matthew C. Review of Reynolds, Transversal Enterprises. The Year's Work in English Studies. 2008. Hawkes, David. Review of Reynolds, Transversal Enterprises. Theatre Survey. 2009. Transversal Subjects. Oliver Davis, Review of Reynolds, Transversal Subjects. French Studies, Volume 64, Issue 2, 228-229 1. Other works. Guy Zimmerman, Bryan Reynolds Gets Close in Transversal Theater Company's Fractalicious. Theatre Forum, Issue 42. Sherman, Donovan. Review of Blue Shade. Theatre Journal. Vol. 60.1 March 2008, 137-9. Rockoff, Joshua. Review of Woof, Daddy Time Out New York. Portwood, Jerry. Review of Woof, Daddy Backstage. Lester, Rob. Review of Woof, Daddy Edge New York. Lowe, Jeffrey. Review of Blue Shade New University. Nathaniel Eaton. Review of Woof, Daddy San Francisco Weekly. Fernie, Ewan. Terrible Action, Recent Criticism and Questions of Agency. Shakespeare. Volume 2, Number 1, June 2006. Shinosko, Gary. Felix Guattari, An Aberrant Introduction. Continuum Press, 2002. Gwibbery, AXA. Recent Studies in the English Renaissance. Studies in English Literature, Vol. 45, 2005. Lanier, Douglas. Shakespeare and Cultural Studies, An Overview, Shakespeare. December 2006. Monroe, Lucy. The Year's Work in English Studies. Oxford University Press, 2006. McManus, Claire. The Year's Work in English Studies. Oxford University Press, 2006. Nesbitt, Rebecca. Vagabonds, Players and Shakespeare, Literature Compass. January 2003, December 2004. Kiril, Agota. Review of Lumping in Fargo Gazeta Wybaczyk Miasto. Rudziski, Łukasz. Review of Lumping in Fargo Polski Wartal Tetralny. Lendorf, Kent. Review of Lumping in Fargo Borrowers and Lenders, The Journal of Shakespeare and Appropriation 2008. Marianne Fritz. Review of Eve's Rapture Circle EVESRIPTUREROCKS FORSORETH. Deborah Clubman. Review of Eve's Rapture LA Weekly GO. Carl Moore. Review of Eve's Rapture The Tolican Times Genesis, Reloaded. Rayner. Review of Eve's Rapture Boys Buzz Eve's Rapture Steals Rainer's Heart. James A. Mackenzie. The Transversal Power of Collaboration in the Production of Critical Theory, Humanity Journal 2010-3. Interviews. In KPFK Pacifica, Free Speech TV. In Multicultural Shakespeare. In Check It Amsterdam. In Curtain Rising Magazine. In OC Weekly. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more valuable content.